Hey there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined and this video. So in this video, we're going to go over guidance or messages for you regarding body care. We have a lot happening energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, and so it is impacting us. And so that's why I kind of wanted to bring forth this video. It just felt right. So go ahead and scroll down to the timestamps below. We got 3 piles. I did not pull cards, but go ahead and scroll down below. You guys are a smart bunch. And look at the numbers down below, the pile numbers. And I want you to feel each pile number. And I want you to click on the pile number that most resonates for you or that feels good to you, okay? And I will see you at your timestamp. See you shortly. Hey there, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. We are getting into it. Let's get into it and go over some messages or guidance regarding body care. I only have a couple decks out, and so let's see what Spirit wants you to know. So we're going to start with, I think it's the Chakra Oracle deck, or Chakra Insight deck, and we're gonna just pull 3 cards. So for body care, Spirit, for Pile 1 Collective. Okay, top. Okay, so we have self-esteem up top. Yes, I'm doing a different placement today, but let's just roll with it. So self-esteem up top, we have dreams in the middle, and then we have presence and in reverse. And I also got patience here. So I'm just going to pull some clarifiers before I get started. So for Pile 1 Collective Spirit, body care, guidance for body care. I know it's not really centered, sorry. Let's center this for you. So we have man holding heart in reverse, we have angel of balance, and we have yin and yang in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the 6th, interesting. We have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So the 3rd eye, and then we have the crown here as well. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, let's get into it. Guidance for you guys, and just insight regarding body. With you, Pile 1, I feel like there's a lot of energy that transpires through the mind. You might be an air sign, but there's a lot of mental energy happening with you. And I feel like life can sometimes be a little overwhelming. And I'm feeling this tension around my throat, around like my the muscles around my throat. And it's almost like when you get overwhelmed, it's like you may raise those shoulders and it just get really tense. Like you might, when you're stressed, carry the load on your shoulders and through your neck, like it all kind of tenses up. And I'm now being drawn to the inner child or child experiences where there may be moments in your life where you've had to keep silent or you had to just kind of brace yourself for, maybe attack is a strong word, but just kind of guarding yourself and protecting yourself and just bracing yourself. And there's this opening that's happening or that has been happening for you. So if you currently feel like your neck is tight, or your shoulders are tight, or when you swallow, it might be a little bit louder. It's like there's some opening that's happening for you, but you're being encouraged to breathe. You're being encouraged to breathe through your mouth. You're being encouraged to, like for this card here, is bring those shoulders down and open up the neck by just rotating your neck and looking around your environment. Because again, it's like maybe throughout your life you've been a little guarded and bracing yourself, and maybe you've had some disappointments in your past, but you've been clearing out an old cycle, and that's why you may be feeling it, clearing out a cycle of disappointments or lack, where you've had to brace yourself, where you were, your mind, or that inner child was trying to protect themselves. That's shifting gears. And I feel like with the dreams card here, you know that, because you are meant, like, you're very overall, you're very positive. You're like sunshine. You're like sunshine. People gravitate towards you. You have a lot of insight and inspiration within you, or to give, that's there as a gift for others. But it's almost like you've had to brace yourself. And so again, when it comes to the guidance aspect of this, it's the message here is open up and stretch out. So again, stretching out the neck, doing side to side movements with the neck stretches, opening up the arms, the pecs, and really stretching out the hands to allow yourself to open up energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, to be able to receive. Because by here, like with all of these sunflowers, they're all facing her. She is the sun. And maybe in the past you felt like you need to be hidden to protect yourself. It's now changing for you. And so the guidance here is open yourself up, because there's a lot coming through that wants to be received. So it's time to stretch the body, stretch the mind, stretch the emotions. And it's by following those things that bring you joy that will light you up, will lead you closer and closer to the sun. And by sun, I mean that joy, the celebration, the light at the end of the tunnel. So here with the dreams card, like, you have a very strong heart. Pile 1. You have a very strong heart, and I feel like you're just not from this world, and you know that. Like, you have a very fine-tuned way of doing things, or just a way of flowing with your life. And it's been maybe difficult to navigate things. There's it feels like it's been hard to get organized, because there may be so much stimulation around you, and you being able to fine tune, you being very sensitive, in other words. It may be difficult for you to really align with the things that really hold value to you. And so you may be carrying a lot of load on your shoulders, and maybe rounding your shoulders forward, feeling some tension in the mid-back, or just this overall sense of tiredness. But that's not your natural state, Pile 1. Your natural state is vibrance, is opening that body up, right? Like I mentioned earlier, being in that receptive mode. But it's difficult to be in a receptive mode and open when you're being bombarded by a lot of things. And your energy is lit up. And being lit up as it is, it's so easy to bring forth or attract a whole bunch of different things. People, places, information, whatever. Messages, whatever. And so here, and that could put a lot of load on you until you really become clear about what it is you need to do, what it is that holds true for you, what it is your next steps are. And so it's interesting because here with the moon, full moon being lit up right in the center, being the third eye, and then you have the third eye here in reverse, it's like you might suffer from, and that's what it is. It's this overstimulation that then puts you in the mind when your innate sense, your natural state of being is really about just being present in the here and now, because you already know what it is to do, what you have to do. And with the angel of balance coming in, the guidance here for you is this state of balance. Because I truly believe with you, you are an earth angel. And you're meant to do things your way, in a way that works for you. And as you walk your path, you're releasing a lot. You're shedding skins. That's what I keep hearing, because it's like you keep going through these cycles and shedding old skins. And so your path isn't the same as other people's traditional path. You're meant to follow. The signs, your own magical path. And so when you feel like those shoulders are hunching forward, when you feel like this heaviness upon your back, or even lower back, I'm getting, you're being called to come back to center and focus on the things that fill up your cup. You're in the process right now of shedding the old, Pile 1. So be patient with yourself, because something within you is being lit up. We got the crown chakra, we got the third eye, we got some solar plexus stuff happening with you here. Big solar plexus stuff where you're really starting to ground. Okay, so with presence, you may have some weakness in the legs, like weak legs. I'm getting like quads being either hypertoned, meaning like, how do I say this? Like, I wish I could show you an example of it, like a hypertonic. So basically, if you look in the mirror, your quads, right, which are the front of the legs, may be a little over, like rounding too much, or they may be a little weak. Your legs may be like a little weak, or imbalanced, meaning, you know, if you were to do like a balancing stand, you wouldn't be able to hold it for too long, something like that. And that's an example of what you might be experiencing. But there's this aspect, I'm also getting, flat feet, maybe for some, especially on the left foot. Could be both, but I don't know why I'm seeing like the left foot, flat-footedness. And that's basically what I'm getting here is this ability to not be stable in the present reality, in the present moment. And here, this could be, and the word that I was getting is impatience. This impatience to move forward, this impatience to get to the next thing, this impatience to want things to work out in a certain way. But you may have had to slow it down because you're building new roots, you're building a stronger, firm foundation, greater balance in your life. And here, with the crown chakra, you're being asked to slow down so you can align to greater awareness and wisdom, instead of being in maybe a dissonance in your present reality where you're overstimulated and you're not fully aligned with your greater joy, but perhaps in a sense aligned to others' greater joy, or others' webs, or others' expectations. And with the presence being in reverse, it's like with the body, it's this need to have movement. This is the message I'm getting. This need for movement, but slow and soft movement. So for example, walking, but walking slow, nice, definitive, confident strides. So it would be like going out for a walk in the morning, having some structure, right? In the morning or at the end of the day or whatever. And just you, no external stimulation, no talking to anyone else, just you in the present moment and just taking it step by step by step. There's something about that that's going to help the body align and being consistent and persistent about it. I'm also getting yoga for some of you, right? Like a vinyasa, a flow yoga, where it's about, again, the slow movement, the focus and the confidence with certain movements that can really help to build strength and confidence in the body. Because here with the yin and the yang in reverse, interesting how it says 22 and 44 in reverse. I know I'm covering the numbers, aren't I? And it's this sense of balance. And I feel like balance in the physical reality, and I could be wrong, but it's just, to me, I'm seeing you as a tree and the roots being your legs. The balance needs to be strengthened. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm saying it needs to be strengthened and rooted in each step you take. And that may be literal in each step as I gave you that example, but it could also just mean in each task that you do, in each thing that you're doing, because you're currently at this point building a new foundation. The silence, Pile 1, is so important for you because I feel like in the silence, you're getting insight. You know what to do. It's just sometimes there's overstimulation happening with you or stuff from the past showing up, but it's like you're the eye of the storm and things are being cleared out. And the more you stay present and open, let me rephrase that. The more you stay present and aligned and open, you'll be surprised at how things manifest for you. Okay? So I'm going to end this reading with a final card from the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck. So what final advice do you have for Pile 1, Spirit? Final advice for this body care reading. Okay, we got Archangel Michael. I love that. And then we got soulmates, bottom of the deck. So some of you might be stressed out about relationships. Interesting. If you are, you're in the process of cutting stuff off, of clearing out the clutter in your life to allow new love in. And this could not only just be a person, a romantic partner, this could be friendships as well. So you're doing a clearing out right now. So that way your field is more clear to allow more of that goodness of who you are to meet you. With the Archangel Michael here, he's with you. Call upon him to help clear out the cords, to cut old cords that no longer serve you, but also to help give you clarity when you need it. Okay, he's there with you. He's there to help you through this process. All right, so my friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was of value to you. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to doing this for you guys again. Take care. Bye. Hey there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. Let's find out what insight or guidance that Spirit wants you to know regarding body care. We have a lot going on mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, as I mentioned in the intro. And so I just wanted to go over what Spirit wants you to know regarding body care. Please note that this is not medical advice. If you feel like you need some, then go seek a medical professional, and do just listen to your intuition when you're going through this or when you're listening to this video, okay? So let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. So, okay. Oh, let's cover that. So we have sexuality. I don't know why I have to cover that. It's like, what's wrong with a woman's breast? Why does it need to be covered? It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, let's keep going. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. Base chakra in reverse. Yeah, coordination. Okay. 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 Actually, you know what? I'm going to move this over. So we have sexuality above. Yes, I'm doing this in a different format this time. Then we have base chakra in reverse, and then we have intelligence upright. Okay, bottom of the deck is visualization. I'm just going to pull a couple clarifiers. So clarifier for sexuality, please. Thank you. Base chakra. Thank you. Then we have intelligence. Okay. Bottom of the deck, broken heart in reverse. Okay, so you know what? I can't even see the picture because like this whole big rock, like the selenite is covering the entire picture. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Let's just get started. Okay, so for you, pile 1. You might be experiencing some stiffness in your overall body. Just general stiffness, more so in the torso area, but also possibly in the front of your neck, like all the scalene muscles through the front, right? Through the collarbone, but just through the anterior, like the front part of your muscles. And also maybe into the shoulder, and that would be left shoulder, but just, it could be the right as well, but shoulder. And I'm feeling like, it's like you've been on guard, and it's similar to pile 1, but it's manifesting in a different way. It's like you've been on guard, like you may have this stiffness through the shoulder or this inability to have the full range of motion of the shoulder, or it just might be achy or tight, like you're carrying a lot. You've been carrying a lot. It's like almost like you've been honoring or taking care of a lot of people, or just honoring and just being there for other people. Did I just repeat myself? I don't know, whatever. So it's just this general tightness through the front part of your body into the shoulder. And it's like, the reason why I'm feeling that is because when it's that tight, it's like this flexion movement that I'm feeling with you. And this could also be like computer posture. You're working too hard in front of a computer, and so you're in that forward stance, rotating forward and in because you're so in it. And I feel like with you, you have like, you're really good with commitment. You're really good at committing to things, especially when you're like on it, like this is what you want, you're committed to it and you get her done. And the problem, that's a wonderful trait to have. And it's wonderful to help others, to honor others and be supportive of others. But the guidance here is to come back to you. Is stepping out of this sense of having to be the supporter, to fill the cracks, to be the helper, and come back to you. And giving yourself that honor, that pleasure, that beauty, that support that you need, or that you just straight up desire. You don't have to need it. You could just want it, and that's okay. And some of you have just been like in this fighting match, or like, especially with this hostility in reverse, it's like you've just been like moving through stuff, and you're such a champ because you've just been like getting stuff done, clearing out the clutter, working through stuff, and just getting it done. But with this card being in reverse, I feel like the guidance for you is it's time now to put the sword down. It's time now to let it go. And I can feel myself starting to cry. So I don't know if that's you or me or both of us, but if it's both of us or you, I'm like, I get it. Bust out the tissue and cry it out. Because girl or boy, you totally deserve it. You totally deserve it. You fought a hard battle in your life. And allow the emotions now to soothe you, to soothe the cracks within you if you feel like you're cracked. Because you've completed this cycle, and it's like now's the time to kind of stretch out. Because in your base, like here with the base chakra being in reverse, it's like the whole body has been tensed up. It's been restricted. You may be like short-tempered. When you get mad, you get really mad. It's because you internalize a lot. I feel like with that tension through the rib cage, because I'm really feeling it through the ribs. So you might want to just take this moment and take a deep breath in. And when you take a deep breath in, are you expanding this way, or are you expanding this way? Sorry, I know you can't see my hands. This way or this way as you breathe. Because really, we want to be expanding this way, right? So in all areas. So if you find that you're doing this, it might be time to expand outwards like this, okay? Just to stretch your body out and open it up. Especially with the power of the breath, it's showing the body that it's safe to move outwards a little bit more. It's safe to step out a little more. Because it's like you've been rigid for a while. And if it's not your torso, you may want to try that for different parts of your body to see where that tension is lying. But it's like you have been going through a transformation. Pal 2. You've been going through a massive transformation. And know that what you're experiencing right now is just this release that's happening for you. But the guidance here, especially with the yellow, is like you've done nothing wrong, and what you're experiencing is part of your transformation. It's a part of this letting go. Interesting. Because I'm also like looking at his hands and like the sword here. Well, it's, you know, it's upright. It was reversed, but how he's holding and he's really gripping. How are your hands, Pile 2? Are they tight? When you stretch them out, do you feel a pulling through the hands? Do you have some achiness through the hands at all? If not, good for you. But if you're feeling that tension, what are you holding on to? Because the quest now, I don't know why it's being said like this, the quest now is to let it go. Let the restrictions, let the difficulties of the past go. Again, you've been going through a transformation. There may be some of you that might be quite stubborn, thinking that things have to be a certain way. You're being asked to let it go and trust your internal wisdom that you hold. not the external wisdom. Because perception is everything. Now with the intelligence, I'm getting some like flexibility stuff. And you might be like tight hamstrings or like tight hamstrings or tight calves, and stubborn in the way that you see things or your perception on things. And there's a door, it's like, but there's an environment, there's a door that wants to open up for you, pile two, but the stubbornness, the wanting to see things in a specific way is not allowing the door to open for you. And yes, it might be the mind, but the thing is it's connected to your body. And so if you can't get to it with the mind, you start with either the emotions or the physical body. But they're bringing this up here with the lower body in a sense of, number one, be compassionate with yourself. Because when we're hard on ourselves, we become inflexible because we're just more of a perfectionist, for example. And so you're being asked to be compassionate with yourself and your process and allow things to open up and not follow a specific way, because that way that you thought it should be, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. The universe knows like an infinite way to get things done. Infinite. Why does it need to be this one way? You know what I mean? Like if the universe knows a better way, hey, like I give my reins to the universe and say, go for it, knock yourself out, do it. You know, because I don't know. That's kind of, but I know it's easier said than done. Totally get it. But you have the wisdom, like you have the knowledge. You know all of this stuff. Innately, you know all of this stuff. It's now time to walk it. Okay. And you'll learn that as you walk the journey, it's not a straight line. It's not a straight line like it is in the books. That was the message. It's like, it's not a straight line like the books, because books clean it up, right? They're like step-by-step process. This is how to do it. This is how to manifest. This is how to do whatever, right? It's not always so linear. For the most part, it's just not linear. So be flexible. And then as you walk your path, it's like the door is going to open and you're going to turn that knowledge that you had into wisdom. Okay? They keep drawing me towards visualization. And it's like, you've been using your intellect to guide you, and you're very smart, don't get me wrong, you're super smart, very intelligent, you have the knowledge, you're good. But there's something in that faculty that hasn't been super supportive. And now you're trying to expand out. You are expanding out. And so you're expanding beyond that stage that you got to, right? And now they're pushing you out, or you're being pushed further out into expansion. And so it's being requested that you use more visualization techniques. Tap in, open up your imagination, dream, go cloud or stargazing. Because there's something in that, like I can already feel my feel just as I said that. It's something about using that dreamier state to help your body settle down. And there's something, by being in that state, there's some sort of insight, there's some sort of vision, there's something that's coming through. And this could be your manifestation by just being in the state. I hope that made sense, because it's like they're showing it to me like you're sitting there, you're visualizing, and it's almost like this projector. right? With this full moon amplifying it. So it's like the manifestation. I don't know if you can see, like, it almost looks like a pyramid here. It's like your manifestation is you're going to start to see your manifestation for those of you that have been trying to manifest something. This is the time to chillax. Okay, this is the time to let go because the hard work has been done. And walk in that knowing. Opening up the body, stretching yourself out, and being in that state of peace. Okay? So we're going to end this reading with the Healing from the Angels Oracle card for you. So final message for pile 2, Spirit. Final message for pile 2. What do you got for them? Pile 2. Thank you. We have listening. Oh, I like that. There's something about being in the state of receptivity, being open to hear, to listen. Because when we're on guard, it's like we're not really open to listening. And I don't feel like for you, it's about listening to other people so much. I feel like with this card, it's more about listening to yourself and listening to your guides. Because, listening to your guides, but also, did I say listening to yourself? Because they're showing me something. They're like, as you just kind of quiet down a little bit and allow yourself to just breathe, you'll get greater insight about what now works for you and what doesn't, because you've been undergoing a transformation. The messages will be clear, the directions will be clear. The bracing, you'll find that the bracing, the needing to be on guard, the needing to do things in a certain way, that no longer exists. That you are now in this new plane. So listen to the body, listen to the guidance that's coming through in different synchronicities around you. Because you're being guided or directed, but also you already know innately in this new realm, in this new place, that even if it doesn't look like it on the external, my friends, it's changing. And so there's something about quieting yourself down to see it, to know it, to experience it. Okay, I hope that made sense. Okay, because that was just, wow, on so many different levels for me. Okay, so that is your reading, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was of value to you. If you like the video, do give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. Let's get some insight and guidance that Spirit has for you regarding body care, where there's so much energy going on, impacting us in so many different ways. And so I just kind of felt like this video was important. So do take what resonates, leave what does not, and know this, that this is not any medical advice. It is, if you do need some, then go please seek a medical practitioner to help you. Just to help you, okay? But do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's get into it. Let's get into your reading. So for pile 3 collective, Spirit, show me pile 3, please. Oh, you too, huh? Okay. Pile 3 collective. Pile 3 collective. Bottom of the deck, gut instincts. Okay, so we have self-esteem above, we have possessions, and then we have, which is reverse, and then we have relationships. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. So for pile 3, please, Spirit, pile 3, clarifier for self-esteem. Clarifier. Okay, so we have 4th chakra. So the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. We have the 1st chakra, which is Archangel Michael. Interesting, you got some chakra cards here. Action in reverse. And door to spirit here, bottom of the deck. I'm hearing pile 3, you are on a runway. And you're getting ready for liftoff. And so you've been undergoing this transformation, pile 3. And so there may be moments where it has been a little intense. Like maybe, you know, shoulder tension, some digestive issues happening. But there's a lot of light codes coming in energetically. And it's impacting us all very differently. But for you, there may be moments where you feel a little fuzzy, like in the mind, or just a little wobbly maybe in the legs and how you're moving forth in the world, or maybe just getting like these like reactions, like or responses in the body, like little jolts in the body. There's shifting that's happening. The energy's coming in to really shift and move some blockages that have been residing within you. You're being told that, you know, you are being guided, and the purpose of this is so that you become more in alignment with your heart's desires. There's a clearing out of the clutter that's happening. There's a clearing out of the noise that's been happening for you. So you might be feeling some tension in the back of the head, or have been feeling some tension, even some tension headaches. Sometimes we have to feel the tension, the rigidity, in order to feel the stretch and the expansion, or the freedom, in other words. And it's like, there might be like some sort of swelling. Oh, how do I see this? I feel like there is some sort of swelling, some sort of openness. Maybe you've been having some puffiness in the body. And I'm just feeling like it's this expansiveness that's happening energetically. Again, seek a medical practitioner if you feel like you need some medical advice. But there's an aspect of trust and this aspect of knowing about what's happening with you at this time. And you'll know this in the gut's instincts, in the intuition, not in the over-analysis. But with the body here, it's like this need of nourishment, this need of self-love, this need of taking care of oneself is very much important to you, or important for you. You're going to find that there's some moments where your eyesight might get a little blurry, okay? And pay attention to that. When and where is your eyesight blurry? And when or where is it completely clear? What are you doing? What are you feeling? How is your perception at that point? And if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, let it go. Or consider it an invitation to really look at your eyesight in different scenarios. Like, how is your eyes in a fight? Do you find that you just kind of like blur a little bit, or back off a little bit and like zone out a little bit? Or, you know, versus something that you're really fully engaged in. It's crystal clear, you're focused, you're in it. There's something about that. It's going to be evident for you what's clear and what's not. And your physical body is showing you the instincts. They're bringing me back to digestive issues for you. there's a release of the old, and part of it is karmic, like not your karma, but maybe like ancestral karma, but I feel like it's deeper than your karma. Like there's something internal that's being cleared out in your digestive tract, in your gut. Okay, so please give yourself that space and time to really just nurture yourself. Because in actuality, as we nurture ourselves and like give ourselves more probiotics, give ourselves more space, you know, give ourselves hugs, for example, you're basically affirming the world, the universe, the energies, yourself, that this is what I want, or this is what I expect in my reality. But you got to give it to yourself first, right? So there's something along the line of self-care with the digestive tract for you, okay? But it is drawing me back to the mind with thoughts. Pile 1, what sort of thoughts, and then the tension, headaches. Okay, so it's like, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Are they supporting you, or are they giving you greater tension? Is it nourishing you? Okay, is it nourishing you? Is it nourishing you? Is it supporting you? Or is it not? Creating greater stress, tension, insecurity about yourself. Pay attention to your thoughts. And the guidance here is every time that happens, get back to the heart. Because you're building a new way. It's kind of like, you know, every time you try to kick a habit, right? You keep going in this direction, you got to call yourself back. Every time you want like that piece of chocolate, you got to call yourself back. Every time you want that big bag of chips, you want to call yourself back. Same sort of thing here. Call yourself back to your heart space. It's okay. You're having this experience, but call yourself back. Because with the door to spirit, there's a door opening for you. And it's that state of peace that will take you there. That state of peace. I'm hearing the state of wonder, the state of playfulness, and the state of peace. Now with the possessions card here in reverse, there's a sense of scarcity. There's a sense of, hold on. Doing a number of different things, having all of these different things, kind of like having a lot of different things on your plate, or a lot of different hobbies, or a lot of different work situations, but not really owning any of it. Like you're too stretched out almost here. Physically, in your physical life, like you're doing way too much different things. So your body might feel tired, a little lethargic, right? Achy. Maybe rounding forward a little bit. And it's like when you're stretched out, trying to do a bunch of things, then the energy is not focused or harnessed, and manifestation is more difficult to happen. But in other words, when our energy is stretched out, like here, like if you're doing if you have 3 different jobs, and then you still have to work on your creative projects and your hobbies and this and that. When you have so much stuff, like it stops being enjoyable. And we get to this point where we become so much in our minds about stuff that we stop really just being in our hearts and able to enjoy it and really be present, especially with that first chakra here, being present in the moment. You're being asked to come back to center. You're being asked to come back to your heart. Interesting. Hold on a sec. Like, I don't know what this is here, but well, like when I was looking at it upside down, I was like, oh, the kidneys, the digestive tract. That's what I was kind of seeing here. And I was talking about this digestive tract. There's something in your reality, Pal 3, that isn't being digested well. It's not really supporting you in the way that you desire. There's something in your reality because your core is strong, like you're good. But the thing is, I don't know if it's the way that you're seeing, like it's the way that you're seeing either yourself or the world around you. And again, they're drawing me back to gut instincts. Something in your mind is impacting the way that you see yourself and your ability to be in the world. So maybe that's why you're what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Where you're not strung out, but you have a lot of things on your plate. Because if you see your value, really see your value in, for example, one field, then why would you have so many things? Why would you need so many things? You know what I mean? Like, I know we love a whole bunch of things, but I feel like it would just be clearer. The direction would just be clearer. I hope that makes sense. There's something in the way that you're talking to yourself with. Like, there's some perception that you have that's creating this inaction towards something that you really, really want. Because action is required. Okay. It's action is required, but it's the action that brings you peace, that will set you free from this discordant energy. Part of it is acceptance for who you are and where you are now, and the freedom to choose what it is you want to do and how you want to do it, and trusting that it is good enough. Interesting. Wow. There's something here about the hands here, because it was like hands, hands, hands. It's like this balance of giving and receiving. How much of you is doing and how much of you is relaxing and trusting? Where are your hands? Are you more like this? Or are you more like out in the open? More receptive or are you more tensed? Watch your hands. I'm laughing because I've done that before where I've looked at my hands and half the time they're like clenched, right? Which shows me that I'm like resisting or I'm in like defense mode or something. So watch your hands. It can tell you so much. And Pal 3, I want you to know something. Like, this is coming up because you can do it. This is coming up because Spirit wants you to trust yourself. Because Spirit wants you to really be the manifester of your own reality. If this is what you want to do, if you want to do this, do A, B, and you want to scratch out C, D, E, and F, you know, on your list, then go for it. Trust that you're supported. But I ask you, what's holding you back? And there's something about the gut instinct. Something has been a gut instinct in the past because of what you thought about yourself. It's time to let it go and choose peace. Again, a door is opening for you, a new reality is opening for you. Okay, and there's this essence of playfulness coming through here as you walk this path, because that's going to help you to be more present, spread your wings, and just spread your wings, but really help you to be present and unleash something that will really light you up and help you to flourish. That's the message I'm getting. So we're going to end with a Healing from the Angels card for you. Let's see what final message Spirit has for you regarding body care. We have study. Interesting. And intentions. Okay. I'm being drawn to the rainbow here, and the essence of we're all multi-dimensional. We have an ability, we have so many different talents and abilities to do different things and to be different things. And this card is indicating, how do you want to feel? You can do anything, you can be anything, but how do you want to feel? Because yes, you can be a rock star, but does it feel good to be a rock star and like being around huge groups of people with like loud music because the money's grand? Or does it feel better to be a painter because it feels good in your soul and it feels amazing to your body and your mind and your emotions? Like, you can do anything. The question is, what's going to bring you joy? What's going to make you feel clear? What's going to light you up? Trust yourself. Okay? So, oh, and the last thing here with the intention here, I don't know why I turned it around, but I did. It's like, once you know what that is, set the intention and go in that direction. Especially for one that likes to, I'm sorry, I'm going to use this word. Okay, I hope you don't get upset, but you might want a hoarder. You might like to hoarder a little bit, or you might like to accumulate a lot of something, or, you know, something like that, or do a lot of different things. They're requesting you to use your intention. What do you want? Set your sights on that and stay focused in that course. Because again, there's a door opening for you. Trust it and trust you. You're creating something new with every step that you take. Okay? All right, pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was of value to you. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye.